So today is actually the 44th anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing. It's appropriate. My speech is centered about returning to the moon. So, four famous words were uttered 44 years ago today. One small step for a man. Actually, it was said a man. The A part didn't go through very well on the radio. And one giant leap for mankind. It's time that we take small steps. These small step once more, which in reality isn't that small. The moon is a place that we can go. We can take a great leap for mankind by fully exploiting all our opportunities there. I believe mankind should return to the moon within the years to come and make it the next frontier. Floating right over our heads is a world full of opportunities. To name a few, the moon has an abundance of a rare element known as helium-3. This element is an extremely rare isotope of helium, one neutron away from the helium that fills our party balloons. Helium-4, that is. There's approximately one helium-3 particle for every 10,000 helium-4 particles. This very rare isotope can be used in nuclear fusion to unleash vast amounts of energy with zero pollutants in the air and zero radioactive waste. So, vast amounts of energy, no pollution whatsoever in any way. On the moon, helium-3 is incredibly more common than it is here on the Earth, and it's one round trip away from being able to solve our energy crisis. To name a few other advantages, returning to the moon can be used as a staging ground for future missions to Mars and beyond, allowing astronauts to experience the need to visit the red planet. And also, it can be a place for human settlement for all those restless people who find the Earth too civilized. The moon is a great place for a new colony. The space race, there are several reasons why we have slowed down in our space exploration and haven't returned to the moon in almost 40 years. So after the space race with the Soviet Union ended, manned space exploration has slowed down because we don't have any competitor. We have space competitors now, but they're nowhere near what the Soviet Union was back in the 70s and 80s, 60s and 70s and 80s. When the film 2001 Space Odyssey was released in the 60s, it was believed that if humans were to follow their current rate of progress, that by 2001 we'd be sending men to Jupiter. Yet we haven't even returned to the moon in that time. However, there are some clear and justifiable reasons why we haven't returned to the moon and why we're not extending manned space exploration. Firstly, there's not as much public interest in space exploration as there was in the 60s and 70s, because we don't have any other countries that we're competing with as we did with the Soviet Union. There have also been national and global issues that have taken the center stage of our debate and topics. There have also been budgeting issues towards NASA. In 1966, almost 5 cents out of every taxpayer dollar went towards NASA. Today, NASA's budget is only about half of every penny of taxpayers' dollars, so it's a tenth of what it was in the 60s. We also haven't been able to explore all the resources on the moon. Because we haven't been able to exploit the resources on the moon, we're still bound to fossil fuels that emit pollutions and eventually will run out. If we were able to go to the moon, we could find renewable clean energy that would last us for as long as we would need. In addition, to be caught in an energy crisis, manned space exploration manned space exploration as a whole is being delayed because we haven't made a foothold on the moon yet for further space exploration. So there are certain actions that you can take as an individual to help speed up our return to the moon. First, you can write to your local congressman or woman. I'm in favor of increasing NASA's budget. If NASA's budget were to increase from just half a penny of every taxpayer dollar to a full penny, NASA would be able to vastly improve its potential for both manned and unmanned space exploration. You can also support companies such as Amazon and Virgin Mobile, which have sister space companies such as Amazon's founders SpaceX and Virgin Galactic, which is a sister company of Virgin Mobile. In addition, you can show renewed interest in both the public and private space sector and their quest to help bring mankind to new places it has never been before.